All right, I think we're on the air now. People should just be seeing a black screen. And when everybody, I just want to get when we start getting people in the chat room who can tell me that they hear us, then I'll get on to other stuff. My name's Phil Kohler.
My name's Austin Walker.
Who else is here? There's other people here. What are you
There
guys?
are.
My name is Arthur Geese from Polygon.com. Fine. My name's Dylan Hecht.
Thank you.
My name's Andrew Swan.
All right, we're gonna talk about Xbox stuff, and I don't. Oh, there's a lot. I got a lot of stupid shit, but let's start with this video that came out after the Xbox One reveal that I just want to play in full. If you guys can you guys just shut up for a second?
I guess.
Please.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring up the. Okay, we have video. Let's just play this.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Xbox One.
TV experience. TV. TV and movies. TV. Xbox. Watch TV. 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 Watch TV. TV. TV and TV remote. TV experience. TV. 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 Sports TV. 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 Anybody? TV. 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 Xbox. Go home.
TV. 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 TV.
Sports.
Sport. Television. Television. TV. Television.
Television, TV. Xbox is about to become the next water cooler. Sports.
Television. I'm thrilled to announce a live-action Halo television series.
Television, TV, sports.
Television.
TV. For Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. An entirely new Call of Duty for the next generation. Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. One of the fascinating new additions to your squad is a dog. This is someone you care about. Call of Duty. All of the new story element. Call of Duty.
Our new dog model is taken from high-resolution scans of an actual SEAL Team service dog.
Call of Duty.
Xbox. Go home.
Okay. So that's there we go. That's it. Do we really need to talk about anything? That was the Xbox One reveal.
Yeah, it's good. It was good. I'm excited.
I think we're done. So there we go. Here's some GIFs for everybody.
I'm pretty excited about it.
Show you that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Phil, this is an Xbox One stream, not a PU stream, okay? We don't need this Nintendo garbage.
Okay.
Oh, PU.
PU!
Yeah.
I read a lot of NeoGAF today, guys. I'm
you really
sorry.
channeled your Chad word in there.
Yeah.
Polar Scribe says that needs to be a Doritos Locos Taco, which I don't disagree with.
He's not wrong.
Yeah. So why don't we just start off here? Why don't we talk about what are you guys' general impressions? What are you thinking about the Xbox One thus far?
It was amazing. It seriously was. Like, all my favorite game franchises were there. Drew Carey.
Like FIFA. Dude,
Drew Carey's my
Carey was there. It's true.
Halo TV show. I love that franchise.
Spielberg is
a very good franchise.
Up to the minute NBA action.
Yeah, ESPN. That's probably like my second favorite gaming franchise after Steven Spielberg, I'd say.
Music. Dead Mouse was there.
Yeah.
I remember.
So basically, rousing success is what you're saying.
Right.
That was probably the best part of the conference, was Jay Allard for like a half
Like
a
that
second.
split second. Oh,
Yeah,
best.
I flipped out. I was like, did I really see that? Like, I wanted to like rewind the stream and watch it again just to make sure I wasn't going crazy.
Free J. Allard. Follow the money.
Yeah. No, like, lots of suit jackets, no ties, no hoodies.
No ties. Never a tie.
Nick Narcotics says stuff a $100 Roku does for $500. That's basically right.
I guess there's no pricing details, right?
Yeah, we don't know anything. Let me bring up a different image here because this is starting to terrify me.
But it's going to be $500, right? Like
That, or I am really interested to see if they do the subsidized thing that the rumors are talking about. It's a good image. This is a good image.
Right?
It's really good.
No scars that I want to pet. I agree.
No, I think I was talking about it. I was debating this with a couple of friends on Twitter. I think like the lowest we're gonna get for the low end model, the absolute lowest it could possibly be is 300, and I think that that's
I think
unlikely.
that's generous, right?
Yeah.
Again, but do you think there is any pull to the subsidization rumors that have been going around now for a few months?
I think that I do think there is going to be a subsidized option where you're paying like you're getting a cheaper version but signing a contract. I think that's going to be an option. I don't think it's going to be the only way to get it.
No. Of course, yeah. But like, what's that go for? I don't want to speculate. Let's start with what we have actually, and move on to speculation later, I guess.
Yeah, we have a whole lot of TV.
Connect. Like that thing did leave out. They talked about some Connect 2 technology. That's
a lot of Connect technology.
Like I like technology. I don't like Connect.
Right.
I'm a big fan of technology.
The stuff they're talking about certainly makes it sound more functional. Like it sounds like it works in a smaller space, which is they needed that to happen if they were going to make that. And it sounds like it works regardless of lighting conditions. It's supposed to be better at recognizing you, so there's all good things.
These are all things they said about the first Connect, though.
That's
like
true.
they said that it would work fine, and it didn't for a majority of people.
Although for the first Connect, they were saying kind of immediately that you needed a huge amount of space.
They did, and I think that it was, when you think about the way the Connect was originally shown off with a lot of like the weird Connect Lab stuff. They didn't come out and say it this way, but it was clear, I think, to a lot of people that was a prototype, that was a thing that was 1.0, that wasn't going to be the big thing. And this is completely anecdotal, but before we went live on the stream, I was starting to tell you guys an anecdote. Earlier today, while I was at Starbucks, I ended up talking to two people who I don't know, and I mentioned that I write about games and study games, and one of them, who I say, again, there's no homophobia here, there's no ulterior motive here, but he was a gay guy. No one's going to call me anything for that, really? I'm shocked.
You're homophobe.
I was going to let you just keep digging that hole.
Yeah, definitely racist.
But so he was like, I'm super excited about the new Xbox. He loved all the new TV features. He loved all the entertainment-focused stuff. And the thing that I didn't tell you guys, but he was super excited for Kinect. And I was like, hey, that thing came out a few years ago, and he had no idea. And this is a guy who's like casually into games. Sure. This is the demographic that this entire presentation was about, right? Like, yeah, he plays a game from time to time, but he doesn't watch E3 stuff. He knows games from his friends, and every once in a while he plays Skyrim or something, right? And that's big tentpole games. And so I'm curious if them tying it to a console launch will make it more successful now than it was a few years ago, when it was kind of a thing that really only hardcore people really knew about. Or maybe I'm completely wrong about
it. Well, no, so, and this is something that I said on Twitter as the event was happening, or like near the end of it, was that there was not a lot there to excite me.
Right.
Like, as a fairly hardcore gamer who's really more interested in the games and stuff. But the stuff they're showing, I do think totally sets up the Xbox to be a really big mainstream hit. Like, I could totally see, like, the average mainstream consumer, not just necessarily gamers, but people who are just interested in like mainstream electronics,
right,
being really interested in what the Xbox One does.
Yeah, and I think they did that a little bit of that with the original Kinect. I mean, I still worked at a GameStop when the original Kinect came out, and I remember that holiday season, like a lot of people were coming up and they're saying either we had a Wii or like our neighbors have a Wii, and now we're deciding between getting a Kinect or a Wii and what should we do. So I think, I think they said that this conference wasn't going to be about games. It was going to be about kind of the hardware in this system, the ecosystem surrounding the system with the apps and stuff. And I mean, that's what it was.
Okay, guys, I'm actually gonna switch to Binding of Isaac now. I apologize to everybody. I'm not gonna be. We're gonna be talking.
How many dogs are there in Binding of Isaac?
There's a cat. You'll see in a second.
Oh, nice.
That's some PS4 shit right there.
Yeah.
That's a good cat. I like that cat.
Yeah, I know. I'm just letting my loyalty show right here. I'm gonna be playing Binding of Isaac while we talk. I will probably be playing poorly because I'm gonna be concentrating more on talking and checking out the chat and stuff. But I just wanted to play something that we could like talk over and not have it be a big deal. If there's any issues with the sound, let me know. I turned the music off because I figured whatever, we're gonna be talking.
Right.
Can we talk about the name of this
okay,
thing?
so yeah, that's something I wanted to bring up because like
Man.
I think regardless of whether or not you're excited for it or like the positives or negatives, man, Xbox One is a really shitty name.
That's terrible!
Yeah, you said excited for this. You mean the Xbox One? Because I think the Xbox One is pretty good. I really like the Xbox One. It was really good.
I don't care about the name.
exists.
We're just gonna call it the Xbox. We're just gonna call it the Xbox.
Couldn't they
I'm just saying.
Xbox?
Think about all the great games Xbox One has, guys. Xbox One has, let's think, as Halo, Combat Evolved. That was an Xbox
Halo
One
2.
game. Everybody had Halo 2. That was a good game.
Assault.
People, I love the Xbox One.
Future?
Yeah, that's a good Xbox One game.
Oh,
What's the
man.
problem?
What do we call the Xbox One now?
Yeah,
Like,
so this is something that Dylan and I were trying to figure out. What do we call the original Xbox?
Xbox
Duke.
Zero.
I think it's the
called
Duke.
Duke.
I agree.
You think
I
so?
agree with Andrew. Yeah, listen, we already call the controller the Duke. You know, 'cause it's
Yeah.
massive.
'Cause
It's
the-
really
It's
American.
the best controller. It's like might as well be called the king of controllers.
It is, but it's humble. You know, it knew what it was, what its limitations were. So the Duke, it's the best of both worlds.
Does that make the Xbox 360 the Duchess?
Ooh,
Just saying, slimmer.
that's
Like got the
little curves,
little hourglass
fancier.
figure on it. I'm just saying.
good.
Dylan, would you
Yeah,
have?
okay,
are
well,
you
that's
saying that
another
you would
thing.
have sex with an Xbox 360? Is that what I'm understanding?
Listen, I've had 3 break, and I really can't explain why. I really don't.
I would rather have sex with the Xbox 360 than the Xbox One, though the new one, because I really hate the design of the new Xbox. I don't know. I really liked the 360s. I really like the curves of the 360. They were really sensual. That's what I'm saying.
There are a lot of people bringing up the fact that the new Xbox, like form factor wise, basically looks like a giant old ass VCR.
Or it
Right.
looks like the old Xbox.
It does. It looks
Yeah,
like.
kind of.
A little bit.
What do you want? Like it's a black box with a light on it. Like
I
don't
know.
Like
I'm
what do you
being
think this
ridiculous.
store is gonna look like?
It's gonna be shoved into my entertainment system, and I'm gonna put disc inside of it, and then I won't look at it for a couple.
Well, you know
of
what?
hours.
It
See,
actually,
this is the problem. You guys don't treat your video game consoles like a lady, and that's it's messed
Here's the
up.
thing.
No wonder yours
Maybe-
are breaking on you.
it looks like a cable box, and maybe that's super intentional. One of the things that the game, the one features is being able to watch live cable through it. So maybe the idea is like I'm going to replace my cable box. I don't know if that's feasible or if that's what's actually going to happen, but
You have to
if
plug
that's
a
what they're
cable
going
into
for,
it.
right.
HDMI. It has HDMI in on the back of it. How crazy
Yeah.
is that?
Well, I assume that's how the cable's gonna work, like how the TV watching is gonna
Plug a
work.
360 into it. That's your backwards compatibility. It's like Xbox Live
that would
TV,
be
and it turns your
fair.
360. How amazing
Yo,
would
dog, I heard you like Xboxes.
some hooked up one? Yeah, that'd be perfect. Oh yeah.
Andrew, you're somebody who's actually into sports. Unlike maybe I don't want to speak for Austin and Dylan entirely, but what's your read on all of the sports stuff that they showed? Is there anything interesting from that?
I mean, as someone who does play a lot of fantasy football, like that stuff is cool, I guess. But like, I already just like I have an iPad for that,
Right.
and then
Same
and
thing.
as someone who like I don't want to sound like a douche and say like, oh, I'm a hardcore fantasy football player. But I mean, I play in multiple leagues, and I feel like it's way easier to keep track of more than one league at a time using an iPad or a laptop than it will be flipping through that stuff by yelling at my Xbox.
You can also use your hand motions to flip through.
Yeah,
them.
man.
I don't. Yeah, assuming it works again.
But like for now, let's assume it works because I think that we can criticize it even if it works. Do you know what I mean? I don't think our critique has to be limited to it's going
That's
to be
fair.
broken.
That's fair.
Like fuck it, yeah, sure it works. It's not. It would be
It's not
be a
hard
small
to do.
miracle if
DirecTV
it
does
worked.
that already. Like
True.
you can
But
get
to do
like
the-
scores
I
in
think-
fantasy football on your TV already.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
think
definitely
Andrew's
possible.
talking mostly about the voice stuff and the Kinect stuff, whether or not that will work the way it's supposed to.
It's going to be Kinect's always going to be always on, always gathering data about how you sound, and sending it back to Microsoft. And
So weird.
Oh man,
don't worry,
Yeah.
dude, just trust them.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Listen.
like, did you see? Was Was it on Polygon? There was an article about how like the Xbox conference was activating people's Kinects.
Yeah. That
Awesome.
Pretty great.
I saw Arthur tweet about it too. He had to straight up like unhook his Kinect because every time they said Xbox, it was like making his Kinect go crazy.
You won't be able to do that on Xbox One. If you disconnect, what happens? Because it won't boot without Kinect.
Yeah,
what if
you have to have Kinect.
It has to be, hooked up.
But it's also supposed to, like, they're saying it will be able to recognize voices.
And heartbeats? Is that a thing?
Apparently. Like
heartbeats?
They kept... I don't believe that's going to be able to work without some sort of vitality sensor or something.
I was told that it is rocket science. That's
true.
Also, magic and science. A combination of magic and science.
Before we get completely away from sports, I did think it was hilarious that EA's big thing was that they said that I think they said Ultimate Team for FIFA 14 would be exclusive to Xbox One, when that is the thing that people used to hack everyone's Xbox Live accounts last year.
Really?
I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
there was like a big. I can't remember if it ended up being like social engineering or whatever, but like people were gaining access to a lot of people's Xbox Live account information through FIFA Ultimate Team. I mean, it's legitimately like a huge thing for people that play FIFA. Apparently.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, it's in that feature is now in all the EA Sports games. You can buy the EA points and stuff.
Yeah.
So like Tiger Woods had it in there and stuff. It's very obnoxious. I cannot stand the EA points thing.
Man says that his brother-in-law's account got hacked that way. So
yeah,
yikes! That's bad.
So what else? I'm trying to think
what about the? What did you guys think of the Remedy announcement?
Cool.
Quantum Break.
Kind of cool.
I keep wanting to say Quantic Dream, which is wrong.
Quantum Break, is that right? Is that what it's called?
That's what it's called.
Quantum Break. Yeah.
It's a bad name. I think
terrible.
It's not a great name.
They're not. Listen. These Microsoft guys aren't geniuses at naming stuff. I think we can agree on that.
Also, we can't call it QB because we all know that's an abbreviation for Queen's Blade, the hentai. Yeah. So there's no way.
Wait, hold on. Back up. What's that?
QB, it's an abbreviation for Queen's Blade. You might know it by the
universe building.
The terrible MMO that came out here. That's based on a hentai named Queen's Blade. The Queen's Blade joke, right? Sweet hentai jokes.
I'm just gonna sit here.
Engine F in the chat room says Queensblade is not hentai. He's fighting that battle.
Sorry, Engine F.
Wow, that's the battle you're going for, huh?
That's what he chose. That's Jordan Mallory. He can. Jordan, are you on Skype? We can invite you in here.
Yeah.
Let me know if you're on.
Some battles, but Queensblade isn't hentai. Is it like? I won't even touch that.
Yeah, you fight some really dumb battles, and
like the battle for the Xbox. The first Xbox.
Yeah, so Dylan and I got into a little bit of an argument over whether or not the first Xbox was any good.
And
I say it's trash.
I say it's almost the best console of that generation.
Whoa! Trash is a little harsh. I'm not going to sit here and say it's the best thing ever. But
trash is probably harsh, but I do think of that generation, it was
it's
the one
not a Sega Saturn.
Sure. It's
what?
God. Dylan loves Sega Saturn too.
Oh jeez. Well, one at a time, guys. One at a time.
But it was like my least favorite of the generation.
What? I had Otogi 1 and 2. Phantom
Quest, those hits.
Just
all those hits. Otogi 1 and 2.
Like, so
you don't like Otogi? Oh my god! I thought
it had. This is the thing. I wasn't a big PC gamer at the time. My PC sucked, and it had Morrowind and it had KOTOR. Like. It had big things for me at the time. There's more I'm sure I could dig through and like come up with, but you know there were big things at the time that were PC games that got releases that didn't get releases on the PS2, which I love. PS2 is probably a better system, but the Xbox had a place in my life and in my heart.
Yeah,
you know?
I think in the majority of my online gaming in high school was probably Mech Assault and Halo 2 on Xbox Live, and then Unreal Tournament on my PC.
Yeah, Xbox Live is what did it.
I think I'm inviting Jordan now.
Please do.
Hey guys.
There he is. Hey. So explain to us. It's not hentai?
No, it's a very important distinction.
Okay.
I want to hear the distinction.
That I don't really feel comfortable getting into.
No, let's get into
it. No.
That's
okay.
Hey, guys, this is the best place to get into that.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
But so, do you guys know why they call it the Xbox One?
Why do they call it the Xbox One?
because when you see it, you turn 1 degree and walk away.
Wow, I think you just run into it.
That's towards it. 1 degree.
That's not a very good.
Towards
Yeah, you would
Really?
bump into the Xbox One if you turned 1 degree.
How long have you been workshopping that?
Since this afternoon.
How about like you take one look and run away?
It could still use some work. You could maybe.
You think I can?
But really,
I can
like-
shape it up some.
Yeah.
The original joke, you turn 360 degrees and walk away. It means you're still walking directly into it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So
But no, okay, wait. So wait, we need to talk about the thing about the Remedy announcement. The one bummer. So like, I'm really interested in it. I want to see what the hell they're talking about with this weird like TV integration or whatever. But I am kind of bummed that it's not Alan Wake 2.
Yeah, I want Alan Wake 2. That's
Like I'm not shocked that they're not working on Alan Wake 2 right now, but I'm still kind of bummed.
I've been thinking a lot about Alan Wake lately. This isn't the Alan Wake cast, but I've been thinking a lot about that game. I still haven't played
you're always
American...
thinking a lot about Alan Wake.
It's true. Alan Wake. It's what I'm getting my PhD in. Alan Wakeology. So it's been on my mind especially a lot lately. I'm curious if I would like it as much after. This is going to sound so dumb. After Deadly Premonition, which I think delivered a lot more on what I thought Alan Wake was going to be leading up to it, and that
Sure.
makes me sound like a crazy person.
No,
I'm
no,
aware.
but you mean like the fact that there's like actual like getting to know
Open
the
world
townspeople,
stuff.
right,
and
getting to know the
explore
town.
and-
And yeah, exactly.
I got you.
But that said, I also think that there are things that they did super well in Alan Wake that I hopefully that stuff will carry over to this new project. Things like the soundtrack, just like they're kind of cinematic stuff that they've nailed. I'd like to see them do more of that. So
I was thinking that it was going to be an FMV game because of the
Oh,
real
God.
life.
yeah,
fighting.
so did I for a second. I was
Man,
pretty excited.
that would make me way more excited.
I would play an FMV game by those guys. It would be the best.
I would play an FMV game. Just that you could just end there for me.
Yeah.
just do an FMV of Night Springs.
Oh, that would be the best.
Actually, that would be great if that's what that turned out to be.
Oh yeah.
What was the detective show in Max Payne?
Something unknown.
Address Unknown? No, that was
Address Unknown.
Yeah, that.
wasn't that
I
their
would-
Twin Peaks knockoff in?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It had the pink flamingo. That would be a great FMV game.
Hey Phil, I'm gonna invite somebody to the call. Is that okay?
I guess.
You could say no.
I don't know who you're inviting, so I'm worried. But yeah,
It would hurt his feelings.
It's just, I guess, sure. Go ahead. Let's
And
get more people in here.
Yeah, that's
I don't
what we
want. I
need.
want to be the guy that always goes immediately for complaints, but
You.
yeah, right. No, can't we just wait for that game to come out on PC and buy it?
Yeah, well, so that's my actual thing. Is that
Like, is there a
right
reason
now,
to buy an Xbox?
No,
No,
right now I'm.
Is
pretty
it-
Sure
do we
I
know-
Just save my
do
money
we-
for PC,
But
right?
do we
Like,
know? Do we know if Microsoft's publishing it? If Microsoft's publishing it, it could be actually be like an Xbox exclusive.
Or timed exclusive at least, yeah.
Just like Alan Wake.
I'm sure it'll. Yeah,
Stop
but
on the PC version, right? And that never came out.
Hi.
oh god.
Should we
Hey.
just hang up now?
Hey,
Fuck.
sweetie.
Hi. Hey.
Oh,
Great.
in the chat, Bleeding Heart Janine in the chat says asked if I was going to add Chex Quest guy, and I really wish.
Hey,
dude.
wait.
Oh,
I kind of feel like I'm Chex Quest guy.
you're kind of Chex Quest guy. Chex Quest guy.
Sorry, I was.
You'll always be the Chex Quest guy in my heart,
Aw.
Kyle.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Don't mind. I was just in the middle of complaining, Kyle.
I heard you guys. I heard you guys talking about the original Xbox, and I
Yeah.
felt like.
Are you here to defend the original Xbox?
I'm sorry. Yeah, it was pretty good. Whatever. Fine.
You felt compelled to get in here and let us know.
Well, no, I'm just really shocked at Microsoft's boldness in making a prequel console.
The first ever prequel console. Everyone thought they were going for like the reboot, like the Xbox, but no.
Right. I legitimately would not have put it past them to call it the Xbox 4 just to keep up, you know, because that's why they called it the 360, was because they didn't want to have
Is
an
that,
Xbox.
so I've heard
2.
that
You know
over
what?
and over. Is that
I
like
don't wanna be
confirmed,
crazy, I'd
or is
put
that
that
just
past
like a
That's
weird?
gotta be. That's apocryphal. There's no one's
Yeah.
confirmed that at Microsoft.
Yeah, that's just like a weird rumor.
Yeah, I mean,
great
like
rumor.
I don't think that's ever been like quantified with a quote from Bob Xbox, but
Can someone call Major Nelson? Maybe he can answer it for us.
Can we get Major Nelson added to the call also?
Do you want me to add him? You guys want me to?
I have to say though, I will take Xbox One over Infinity or just Xbox any day.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
See, I disagree. I think Infinity would have been a better name.
Well, like, for me, the thing
Singular would have been awesome.
Well, what was that? There was copy about the in their official FAQ. There's a thing that's like, leveraging the infinite power of the cloud, and I feel like that is absolutely old copy from when they called it the Xbox Infinity, the Xbox Infinity. Like, I definitely think that was
one entertainment device that you'll need for the rest of your life, other than your cable box, which you need to make this work.
It feels like a fucking. It feels
Do you
like
guys
a
have
Don Draper thing. It feels like they were in a meeting where they were like, we can't be the Xbox 3 because we PlayStation 4, and Don Draper is just like, we should lean into it. Forget about keeping up. Let's go backwards. And slams his hands on the ground, and it's great.
he put a cigarette out on his desk.
Right, exactly.
That's totally that's like the opposite of the way I saw it. Like I just imagined like a bunch of guys in a room for like hours and hours, and someone's like, "How about we just call it Xbox One?" And everyone's like, "Fine," just like slam their hands on the table, like, "Let's get out of here. Can we just go?"
Fuck it. I haven't seen my family in weeks. Let's just call it that. I'm out.
Yeah, that was my.
To be fair, that's pretty much how I name most things. So when I have to name.
Is that how you're gonna name your kid?
How's that
Probably,
baby going?
fucking probably at this rate.
Your baby Phil 1.
The first.
I would come up with the best names.
No, Jordan asked an important question there that I caught, which is, do any of you guys have cable?
Yeah,
No, I don't have
Not
people to
anymore.
I have DirecTV because it's the only way to get NFL Sunday Ticket.
I mean, I
But that's it.
I
Like
could
I
have
have it for
cable.
sports, and that's it. Like
Well, no, isn't Sunday Ticket coming to Xbox One?
well, it's already on PSN, but like last year, it was like it still cost like $300 or $400, and plus DirecTV has contracts, which is
Oh, that's what it was. Well, someone was just telling me that the super special edition of Madden comes with Sunday Ticket. Now.
Yeah, now
but not for your Xbox. It's like for your iPad
really?
or whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's not okay.
Well, it works. It's on PSN as well. You can watch it. There's like an app for the PS3.
But I think you already have to be a DirecTV subscriber, or you
can buy it through the PSN app also, but it's like $300 or $400.
Yeah, I meant for the Madden Special Edition. Like it's kind of hazy if you need to have DirecTV to take advantage of that deal or not.
Yeah, they haven't quite said, but that would be silly because DirecTV costs like $100 already for DirecTV.
But I mean, so
pretty much if you're a new subscriber, you get NFL Sunday Ticket thrown in there.
Yeah, for free.
But to get back to Phil's question was like, hey, do any of us own cable?
Nope.
And right, or have cable, not own it. But
to be fair, I probably will when I'm not a poor graduate student.
Speaking for myself, I don't have cable and have like no interest in having cable.
Right, but I guess what this gets to is a kind of a larger, kind of corporate philosophy or just marketing philosophy for what this event was, which is to say, it is super clear that this event wasn't for guys who at 11:41 p.m. stream Binding of Isaac and talk about video game buttons, right? Like that. This event was for the guy who went to college and played a bunch of Halo and Madden and Call of Duty, and now has a house, right? And like now has a baby and a wife, or the woman who has those things, right? Like I don't want to be gender specific here, but like that pitch wasn't for us. It was for a very big demographic that still plays games or still occasionally plays games.
Now the name makes so much more sense. Because this is like for the person who last played on the Xbox One. And they're like,
right,
yeah, I remember the Xbox One. I got another one of those.
I got another one, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Right, like I think that the kind of snarky way of saying this is like the bros have all grown up and now have kids, right? And that's...
I want my broling to have the same bro experience that I had as a bro.
Exactly.
I'm going to get him an Xbox One.
Well, and I think the larger strategy here is just about install base. Like you talk about the PlayStation event. When the PlayStation event happened, one of the best things about that was it felt like it was absolutely for us. That like, here's what the tech is. Here are some indie things. Like they are really speaking to core gamers.
There was zero indie in this shit.
Right, but why would there be? When their audience wasn't.
And
that's
it was on TV too. Also,
to be fair, like I think that's where the PlayStation event got a lot of complaints too, and I think it got it in sort of the opposite direction. It was like the people who aren't crazy hardcore gamers like us were a little bit more disappointed in the PlayStation.
But I think at the same time, I mean, they didn't really of the small amount of games that it show. I don't think I'd classify any of those games as quote unquote casual. I mean, say what you will about Madden, but it is a complicated game to learn and play.
I think there's two different definitions working here.
I don't think I would say casual, but like
me either.
Geared towards a mainstream audience,
like big money sellers.
Right. What matters is the people,
FIFA.
Right. Those are people who will buy a console. So if you're a publisher now, the question we're getting really speculative here, and obviously, what the fuck do I know? But if I'm a publisher, if I'm Square Enix, let's say, right?
And you are.
And I am. I'm Square Enix. I'm in Canada, so I guess that makes me more like Eidos. But do I now say, okay, Microsoft didn't come out and say, here are all the rad, niche hardcore games. But what they did say was, here are some major franchises that are sure to bring in a huge install base. Can they ignore that install base, or what would they gain by choosing to go with Sony and any sort of exclusivity stuff, any sort of DLC exclusivity or anything like that? That's, I think, what Microsoft is going for here is, hey, look, there are a million fucking... Oh, Phil, you just died.
I know, I died.